My heart is pounding. My heart is legitimately pounding. Oh my goodness. After long last, it finally works. Literally had to unplug my router numerous times. Literally had to reset everything a good 4 or 5 times. My internet service provider was just like, yeah, we had a little bit of an outage for a little bit. You should be back up and running. Literally the past hour and a half, I want to say. Finally, it's all done. I'm hoping it stays like that. They say that they don't. They say that they don't have any other scheduled outages. They say that everything is fine. I'm hoping for the best. I am literally hoping for the best. Yes, we are live. Also, Travis, thank you for the $25 earlier. Well, I'm enjoying the stream anyways, be it problematic or not. Don't let it get you down, kid. Honestly, I was super stressed from that. I was super stressed that the internet thing just screwed everything. I'm going to load the save. I'm not going to show everything yet because I noticed that the title screen's different. I'm going to try not to worry about it. Let's not worry about that. I'm going to go to the flowchart and we're going to do things in order because I realized I do have the passwords. Okay. Now, we should do this. We should pull that up. Looks like everything is okay. Everything's okay for the time being. That's up. It's public. Are we good? I think everything is fine. I'm going to keep that up just in case. Let's do this. Okay. Whew. That was super stressful. Also, change of clothes. Let's not worry about that. Okay. Well, we know what the password is. Vive. Oh. Maybe it has to be all of one. Vive hodie. I think that might be it. Vive hodie. The only thing I could think of. Yes!
What the hell is this?
It looks like a device of some kind.
Hey, look, something's appearing on the monitor.
To execute the Force Quit program, the central control computer must be booted.
Yes, which is what we need. QT message.
Central control computer?
Yep.
Wait, did we ever see something like that in here?
Nope.
If there isn't, then we're out of luck.
Dead end, huh?
No, we should be fine. We'll figure it out later. Also, I don't think any of the
Hey, Carlos, how
the
did
donation
you know
things are
that
working.
password?
I don't think any of those are working right now.
not
It looks
sure.
like.
What?
I don't know how I knew.
I'll test it in a moment.
This is just a guess, but... Carlos, did you possibly shift from another timeline?
Possibly.
Wait, shift?
Shift.
Yes, you did. Carlos remembers everything! Everything! He remembers everything!
Oh, so it was like that then.
Correct.
Hey, come on, you're the only one to figure it...
Sorry, just could you be quiet for a second?
Carlos is
I need
remembering!
to think about something.
Travis, it is public right now, right? I think so. We did it! What does he remember? I don't know what he remembers. Do you remember? Remember, dude. Cool.
You've been sitting here for an hour, Carlos.
He's
Could
trying
you
to
maybe
remember.
share what you've been thinking about?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking about you, Akane.
What?
Me?
You're, well, to be blunt, really hot.
What?
Huh?
We may never manage to make our way out of the shelter, You know what that means.
Carlos?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
Carlos?
What the
Junpei's about to
hell are
smack
you
you.
getting at, you asshole?
Oh, look. A Neanderthal is trying to block my way.
What?
Oh, shoot.
Wait, what the hell?
What?
Carlos!
What's happening?
Ah! No! Please!
What's happening?
Shut the fuck up!
What?
You bastard!
I understand what's about to happen. That's terrible, but that's really bad. He has to die.
What the? Hey, wait up!
He's trying to die. He's trying to provoke a response in them to get them to kill him.
What the hell are you doing, Carlos?
He's trying to die.
I suppose I couldn't control myself?
You asshole!
Yep.
What? Is that all you got?
What did you say?
That's the extent of your feelings for Akane? Huh?
Damn you!
That was a good one. Oh, I can tell you're finally getting fired up over this.
Shut the fuck up! You fucking asshole!
Wow! Junpei, tell us how you really feel. Junpei, tell us how you really, really feel. Wow.
Carlos, are you all right?
No, I think he's about to die.
That was nothing. Anyway. Hey, man. What do you say to a drink?
What?
To clean the slate between us. Come on.
I understand. Oh no, now I understand more. I understand more. They're about to forget.
This one'll work fine? Ah, damn it. I blame you for this, Junpei. My hands are all shaky after your brutal punches. Sorry, but could you guys help me clean this up?
What the hell?
I don't understand what's happening. No, okay.
Thanks, guys.
Sure.
Guys, it's almost time.
You're right.
Now it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
Interesting. Carlos is using the punches on his face to remember the future. Or remember the past. So he doesn't forget. Interesting. That is super, super interesting. Hold on. Travis, you donated twice? Or is that once? I don't even know. Living Eel donated $5, Alive, and then Travis donated $5. Here we go, boy, we live. I guess the notifications are broken right now. Hold on. That's right there. No, hold on. Donation. Yeah, I guess the donation's broken. Subscriber, is that broken too? Huh. I guess it's guess they're both broken. I'm sorry about that, Travis. I don't know why both of them are broken right now though. Hold on, I'm gonna try to fix that right now. What up, Butterfly? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna remove that. Get browser source, is that it? No. Trying to make sure things work. There we go. Doing good? That's good to hear. It's good. Trying to make sure things are working right, but apparently they really have not been recently. Let's try this now. There we go. Now it works. I had to redo it. That's a new nee-hee-hee. But yes, thanks Travis and Living Eel, which I'm going to assume is Travis as well. Alright. So, that's the first one. Next, we have to go to Q Team. Open the box, and we have to do the helmet code. Which, we know what the helmet code is. I have it right here. So let's kind of speed this up. Need to take that off. Friend keeps on bugging you in Discord. I gotcha. Yeah, no, this is the second part of my internet going down. 614040409. Also, be a little bit prepared for what we're about to see. Just a little bit of warning. A little bit of warning. We've already seen a little bit of this. I'm not going to skip this because I think last time it kind of froze a ton. His head falls off. Eric is in disbelief.
Are you kidding me? You're...
Right, I can say that. Yeah, it shows that on the side. Put that right there. Oops. Eric.
Eric, it's been an hour. Would you just get used to it already?
Mira's just like, yeah, this is fine. This is a normal thing.
It's a robot.
Yeah.
For real. Could you maybe do something about it?
Is this better?
Seems like it's better.
Now the shape brings out your eyes.
So this doesn't freak you out or anything at all?
Apparently not.
I could see the same to you.
Well,
Apparently she already knows.
Not much phases me. I'm just not that type. You could have been a Martian for all I care.
Yeah, I was surprised when I first found out. I thought my heart was in my throat.
But you don't have a
heart.
That's
Hey,
kind of
hold on. Did you say when you first found out?
I meant, it happened to me before.
He remembers.
In another history.
Another?
Don't worry about it, Eric.
I remembered everything
That's true.
when I saw what I looked like earlier.
Mm-hmm. Well, he doesn't have a face, Butterfly. He's a robot. There's nothing there. If his head pops off, there actually is nothing there. He has cables.
You see, my brain isn't located in this head. My thought center is there,
Behind you guys.
inside the quantum computer.
Correct.
That is where I think, perceive, and send command signals to this body.
Correct.
For example, when I raise my hand like this, it's simply receiving a command. Just like a remote-controlled toy.
It's kind of like how your brain works.
Did you know? A quantum state is one where all possibilities overlap and coexist. This quantum computer, then, is able to use this state and run, say, simulations A, B, and C simultaneously.
Cool.
Basically, my brain is an infinite number of worlds and possibilities. So I can use that framework and, well, jump between other histories.
Nice.
Oh, there's no way.
Listen, he's a robot.
That
Just
I
believe
could
him.
do that. But it's possible that you two might be undergoing the same thing. There's a theory.
What sort of
Human
theory?
consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Okay.
It's called quantum mind. It's more or less suggesting a human brain is a form of quantum computer. If a specific set of conditions are met, then you too can.
Jump to other histories?
This sounds like crazy talk.
But it's
You
true.
Don't
Believe the
believe
kid.
me?
Of course not.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Yeah, there's no
I
reason. to
guess I should explain everything then.
But listen, you only have 30
Please?
minutes.
Start at the beginning.
Listen, that's gonna take
Before I
longer than
begin,
30.
I need to do one little thing.
Okay. Yep, insert your head into the thingamadoo. Eric, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Alright.
What did you just do?
He hooked himself up to the computer.
Just a little something.
What? Kingdom Hearts 2 flashbacks. Interesting.
Nothing
Yeah, that is
changed.
creepy. Don't worry.
Huh.
That we can see. But it looks like the message changed.
Yes, I started up the system earlier.
Okay.
It says force quit program on standby.
Yep.
To initiate, 2 key items must be set. What does that even mean?
Wait, it seems like there's something else.
Okay.
The key items are...
A mother's mementos?
I wonder what those could be.
I know what one of them is. I don't know what the second one
So-
is.
This is saying we need to find them?
Does that mean they're hidden around here somewhere?
No.
Even if that's
TNT
true-
has that.
I don't think we have the time.
Nope, we only have a minute.
Damn. Guess our time's up.
Now it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know you will have no memory of
Oh,
those past
maybe I do. I might know.
pleasant
I know what
dreams.
one of them is. Is the second one what I'm thinking? I think the second one could be. Possible. Is it? I'm gonna try. Where's the force quit box? This one? I just gotta see if the word fits. If it fits, then I know what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the things are. Okay. So the first one is 6 letters, which is brooch. I don't remember what the second one could be. Part of me wants to put music box. I'm gonna try music box because that's what the bird cage is. I Is it music box? I think it's the music box.
Diana?
What's gotten into you? Fi. Oh, Fi!
Sigma might start to realize. Sigma, please, remember! Remember who Fi is.
What? No.
Yep, Sigma just realized, and so did Fi.
Diana. You're...
Which means Sigma is...
Sigma!
I'll remember.
You don't have to say anything. This is enough for now.
We get to see their daughter all grown up. For the most part, they didn't even realize it, but now they do. That's true. It's true. Bigger on the inside. Looks like this is all the same. I think just do C teams. Final decision. Turns off the room's vision.
I knew it.
Yep.
Looks like the memories we regained are true after all.
Everyone regained their memories except for
three
Mira and Eric.
wards were all in the same place. Then...
Correct. Everyone's awake.
Carlos!
Akane. Junpei.
Correct.
And Mira and Eric.
And you're Sean, right?
Yep.
Carlos, what happened?
Proof of friendship.
Anyway, what are you guys doing here?
Proof of friendship.
According to the schedule, C team and Q team should both still be asleep.
We took a page out of your book and did what you did. We used the cards to keep the bracelet needle from injecting us.
Nice.
So, does that mean?
Yeah. I remember everything.
Oh, which
I
means you
do
remember
too.
the thing.
Junpei
Oh,
and I
Carlos.
as well.
Over the past few hours, we got back the memories we forgot.
Which is good.
Well, to be more accurate, it's more like we accessed the morphogenetic field and downloaded all of them.
Which is
Then
so many memories.
You have the other history's memories too?
Yes.
Everyone does, apparently. Nice.
Then you're like us.
But why?
Yet, what about Eric and Mira?
Hold up. Eric and I are different.
Correct.
We didn't gain memories from other histories.
Then neither of you got injected?
No, we're the same as Carlos and the others.
Interesting. Then why?
I told them. Maybe I'll start from the beginning. First, so I could run the program
Gotcha.
in the Force Quit box, I accessed the central control computer.
Correct.
Then, I briefly turned off the communication network. That way, I stopped the surveillance cameras from sending any data to Zero.
Cool.
I didn't want Zero to catch on to what we were doing.
And that's when Sean let us in on the truth of what's going on here.
We went over to the transporter room and picked up 2 cards. Before the injection, we each slipped one between our wrist and bracelet.
Okay. Now you two make sense.
But they don't remember
What
other...
about you, Sean?
Well, you probably already know, but I'm a robot. Being injected does nothing to me.
Then,
Every time the time limit approached, I was forced to go into sleep mode.
Yeah.
Then my memories from the previous 90 minutes were deleted. I didn't want that to happen, so... You remember me saying I accessed the computer? Well, I hacked my own system too.
That's a little in-depth, but cool.
He said he managed to cancel the force sleep and delete functions.
Nice.
What about C-Team then?
We couldn't interrupt the surveillance cameras, so we had to be sneaky instead.
First, Carlos pushed me down and climbed on top of me.
He what?
It was just an act. I was only pretending to do it.
Yep.
Carlos used that moment to whisper in my ear. He said to go to the transporter room and grab the cards in there.
That makes more sense. Okay.
But if I just let her go like that, it looks suspicious. So Junpei and I stayed behind to get Zero's undivided attention.
By Junpei beating the crap out of him.
I casually invited Junpei to the power room. You can see the result of our conversation.
Correct.
You should have told me what was up.
If I had, then Zero would have figured it out.
Correct.
You look like you'd be a crap actor.
Yeah, that's
And
Junpei for you.
After that,
We met Akane in the lounge. We hid from the cameras and each got a card from her.
That makes more sense.
sorry, but could I get confirmation on something?
Okay.
Everyone knows what all happened in the other histories, right?
Except for Eric and Mira.
Even you, Mira and Eric?
Didn't Eric say so earlier? Sean told us everything.
Okay, they know, but
Wait,
why
why?
does
Why what?
why do we know about the other histories?
Well, that's probably...
Eric and Sean just been brought up?
You want to know?
Oh, hi Delta. Welcome, Delta.
Q? Or maybe it's actually Zero.
You are free to call me by my given name, which is Delta. There's no need to look so threatening.
Even though
You were the one who named me, Diana.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't matter. I shall answer your question.
Why do you have a shotgun?
Carlos, Kane, Junpei, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. All 6 of you know that you are shifters, correct?
Yes. They do.
Think back on your path to this very moment. Did you arrive in this history by following a normal flow of time?
No.
No, of course you didn't. You jumped in from another history using your shift abilities. And it wasn't just this once. You have been shifting back and forth many, many times.
Correct.
From one point in
What does Eric think about this? He's smiling.
To another. You boldly took chances. Much like jumping from one tree branch to another.
And Albert Wesker, really?
You have forgotten that fact. Perhaps as a result of the medicine, or as one of the side effects of shifting.
Okay.
Regardless, your memories have been kept firmly intact within the morphogenetic field. It is simply that the 6 of you regained the memories of those times.
Okay.
One small trigger, and the levee preventing you from remembering collapsed.
Okay.
Sean is a similar case. However, his thought center is located within the quantum computer.
Yes.
So I suppose it's slightly different from you.
What about me and Mira?
You are both like me, in that we do not have the ability to shift.
Okay.
You don't?
I have another power instead.
Is it mind control?
The power to mind hack.
Yeah, it's
Mind hack?
Oh. That's how. Oh.
I am able to read other people's minds.
Oh, okay.
I
Not
know
control them.
The thoughts and ideas that go through their heads.
Interesting.
That's why I know exactly what Phi is trying to do right now. Step away from that device, Phi.
Then, when we blocked the injection,
I saw through your ruse.
Then why did you...
I wanted all of you to play the final decision game.
The final decision?
Final decision game?
I find human decisions fascinating. More specifically, the world branching that occurs as a result. I already mentioned that I am unable to shift. But after looking inside millions of minds, I learned one thing.
And what would that be?
There are people in this world with the ability to jump between histories.
Correct.
That shifters exist.
Correct. We
Hence,
know this.
why I know so much about these parallel worlds.
You did all this? Because you were curious?
When a person does something significant, it's difficult to boil the reason down to one word. Their motives are often very complex.
Yeah, this seems pretty dumb.
It is the same now. To fulfill
curious.
several objectives, it was necessary to trap all of you in here.
Okay.
So why did you do it?
You want to know? It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Phi and I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Yes.
Phi is...
Wait. They're children?
Correct.
November 16th, 2029. Phi and I were born in this shelter. This was another history, of course. Shortly after, the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904. The transporter was located in a German research facility at that time.
Okay.
Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But that would mean you're actually...
I'm 124.
Jeez, that's
You're
old.
joking.
But Phi is...
A German researcher sent her to 2008.
A German researcher?
Records indicate that she was part of an experiment.
You're saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904? And then forward again to 2008?
What was sent both times was simply the data makeup of Phi's body.
I heard that in 2008, the device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
We've gone off topic. But yes, that was one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself.
By making the different passwords.
When I say that, I am including all of the other histories. If I hadn't trapped the group of you here, then Phi and I would have never been born in our current forms.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know about epigenetics.
Epigenetics?
You see, environmental factors determine which switches are activated within the genetic code.
Okay.
Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Oh, I get it. That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis situation, he caused an epigenetic change within their reproductive cells.
Okay.
I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
Gold Star. This is the reason I have my mind-hacking abilities.
I was given the power to shift.
Was affected as well. You were born a shifter.
So one was mind hack, one was shift.
D-Team, do you recall what was written on your wall?
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
And rearranging the letters gives you...
Oh, this is the one we never got.
No way. What you choose can materialize us.
Jeez, you're really good at this, Akane.
Our decisions will bring you to life.
That is why the decision games were held. So that the Phi and me, here now, would materialize exactly the way we are.
No, but... Okay, so I get why you had to have Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions. But the rest of us had nothing to do with...
I already told you. My motives are complex.
What? Wait, there's more?
That's what I'm thinking, Junpei. What else do you got, old man?
Fuck you, you goddamn old man!
Fuck, no!
What? Eric? Eric has the shotgun. Good job, Eric.
It's over.
You may be right.
What?
Diana, take this. Put
Eric?
it in. Your bluebird, too.
Wait, but Eric's the one that's gonna be mind controlled, right?
It's ready.
Verified. Key items were set. Executing Force Quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Oh, what?
What?
Explosion?
Oh, no! The hell? What is this?
Alright. Start talking. Start talking, old man, Delta.
Hey, answer me! What's with that announcement?
Must I explain? This shelter will soon explode. You've worked so hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the Force Quit program has been activated, there is no possible way for you to reverse it.
Then what can we do?
I will tell you two good things.
Two good things? Okay.
First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Okay. Behind the bar counter is...
Oh, no!
Why would you?
Gab's been...
Did you kill Gab?
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding. There wasn't much life left in him anyway.
Shot a dog. You monster! That's what I said!
I expected to hear that coming from you, Sean.
So what's the other thing? You had two things to tell us.
Monster!
I have the ability to mind hack.
We already know that.
But I've not told you everything about it. Reading other people's thoughts isn't the only thing I can do with mind hacking.
Eric!
It only lasts a moment. But I am able to control someone's body as I wish.
Eric?
Like this.
Uh-oh. Eric? Eric's...
Why?
He's so weak-minded that he can...
For real, my finger just...
Mind hacking.
Understand now. This is...
Eric's so weak-minded that he can just control Eric to do things.
So, let's begin.
your final decision game.
Really? While you're dying?
You have two choices.
Okay.
One, to stay here and wait to die. The other is... The other is...
He's gonna die. What a jerk.
Hey! What's the other option? What's the other option?
We should know. We should probably figure it out. Eric's in disbelief. He just shot a guy, even though he's shot like 20 people at this point. Not really.
5 minutes until explosion.
Well, what should we do?
What about the X door?
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed. Or should we start killing each other now?
Let's not.
Mira?
Let's not do that, please.
I have an idea.
All right, Akane, what's your idea?
We're going to shift, all of us, together.
But Eric and Mira...
Hey, hold on. Like jumping to another history?
But Eric and
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Oh, yeah. You said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
What are the conditions?
First, you need to be exposed to danger. And the other one is...
to be in the vicinity of a group of shifters.
Oh, that's right.
I get it. We'll resonate, and then Mira and Eric can...
But which history are we going to jump to?
None of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
Correct.
And we can't shift if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
Correct.
Then...
Before the game.
we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
Before the game.
When we're all alive.
Before.
Do you mean...
It's before the game.
The history, where we won the coin toss.
3 minutes until explosion.
I'm not sure I get it all, but it's a good idea?
What are you saying? There's no way we could do that.
Why not?
Shift isn't simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
We'll be forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
What?
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history, yeah? One time, they do the coin toss once and win? Don't you think that's unfair?
Mira, you're saying they, but we're
So
talking about
ourselves in a different
here.
history. Don't worry about it.
Well, we should consider if those people really are us.
They aren't.
Good point.
And
If we assume that we here are the true versions, then the us and the other history are essentially strangers. Even
Correct.
more of a reason not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us. The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even
correct.
so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've
That's
been
true.
forced to put our lives on the line.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories ours anyway?
Then why should we second guess ourselves?
I agree with Eric and Mira here. What's up, Q, Sean?
1 minute until explosion.
They don't have a choice in this
We're out
matter.
of time. I'll say it again. We have 2 choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing our other selves in another history.
So that's what the bastard meant. The final decision game.
Do we kill our other selves, or? Time to decide! I don't think it entirely matters, so I'm gonna hit don't shift, just because why not? But I don't think it entirely matters. We're going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter. Rest in peace, everybody. Rest in pieces. Alright, cool. D team subject report, Q team subject report, C team subject report. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. This time let's actually shift. I mean, we're gonna die anyway, but I already know what to do. I'm just gonna hit shift just for clarity's sake. But yeah, no, we're gonna shift just in case. But I'm pretty sure it's the same exact scene either way. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact scene either way. But I'm just gonna do shift just for safety's sake. Payoff 2. Nevada Desert and DCOM.
Damn, I can't remember anything.
Are you sure about that?
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but...
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
Did you? But inside.
Could I ask all of you something?
Yes, what's up?
Who is this kid?
He's a robot, actually. But let the reins of memories come down. That was nicely timed. That was very nicely timed, actually. Everyone got knocked out by the frost arrows. It's actually Volley from WoW. Oh, he's moving. Hey, there's Sean. Okay.
Did we do it?
We're alive.
We're not wearing the bracelets, so I don't know the time. But
we're outside.
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
Yeah, good stuff.
And the date?
How would I know?
Pretty true.
Hey, Mira. Eric. Do you remember me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely remember you.
Hey, that worked!
And we really did.
They're all alive!
Well, it must have worked.
Life is unfair.
Oh, come on now,
Don't
Delta.
you think?
Oh, Gab's alive too.
You bastard.
17 years ago, a snail traveled down a narrow path in the park. If that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did. Just one small snail, and everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
So, what's the big deal?
Oh, would you just quit talking nonsense?
At least Gab's alive.
I'm so glad you were safe.
Of course we were. You all have shifted in from another history.
Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that accomplish?
Isn't it obvious? We're throwing you in the slammer.
And my crime?
Murder. It never happened.
Murder? I see.
Never happened.
But I haven't killed anyone. Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift. The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind-hacked you. In effect, the me you know is a different person than the one before you. Can I be charged for killing someone in another history?
Probably not.
So, then I'd say this world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
Technically, everybody has killed somebody.
What about conspiracy to commit?
Yeah. I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all.
Wow.
You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No transporter, no quantum computer. Loaded into a truck and taken away.
Wow.
Sean
pretty easy.
is able to move right now due to radio signals received from a satellite.
Wow. Pretty useful.
Why? Aren't you happy? I say again, in this history, not a single person has died. Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6. There is only a bright future ahead for all of us. Is this not what you'd call a happy end?
The villain gets to live. Wow.
But according to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing is done.
Religious fanatic, a terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story. You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
The me before you did not say that, but I can't deny it's true.
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
Wait, so now humans will go extinct?
Hey, where's that happy future you mentioned?
Apparently not in here.
Interesting. Does that make you angry, Phi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would survive.
Yes.
But yet, you decided to jump to this history. That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct, over 6 billion dead.
No, you're wrong, Delta. Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, me too.
Mira.
Nice.
You're right. The future has infinite possibilities.
One sec.
If we work together, we can accomplish anything.
Humanity's gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll
If we all use our
definitely
powers
change that
together.
horrible future.
What's so funny?
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex. Imagine What if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter? You're so determined now to change the future. One of the goals of all of this was to get you into that frame of mind.
To stop them.
It's all going according to plan, without a single casualty. I created a future where mankind will be saved.
As if they never knew anything.
You? Are you angry that your life was played with? Very well. I will give all of you one last choice.
Okay. Carlos? Yep.
With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide. Which shall it be? Pull the trigger or let me go. The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line. This is the decision game.
Mountain of Knowledge. That was amazing. That ending was fantastic. Put that into consideration here, like, if Carlos shoots him or if Carlos doesn't, that creates still two different timelines. Both of which could mean humanity's extinction, both of them couldn't. That's so cool. That's so cool. Alright, so apparently my mindset's probably a lot different than a lot of other people's when it comes to the Zero Escape series. Yes, that is the end of Zero Escape series. That's true, Travis. I think what I was told, and correct me if I'm wrong, Travis, and if you guys are watching the VOD, there too. I was told that people say that VLR is usually the favorite, followed by 999, and VLR is like the most decisive, like, people don't like. Or like they like it to an extent. I'd have to say that Zero Time Dilemma is probably my favorite in the series. I would say, well, like, we're talking about overall games. 999 would probably be my second, and VLR would be my last. Just because VLR's info dump at the end is just super forced and makes it seem like everything you did was just kind of for no reason whatsoever. Like, there is a reason, but it also was just like, by the way, you're dumb. It's like, that's not something I too much like. Plus, the puzzles for VLR seemed fine, to be honest. Like, the puzzle, like, out of all the games, I'd say that Zero Time Dilemma's puzzles were the easiest. 999's were slightly difficult, and VLR's was the most difficult, but even then, they weren't, like, there may be, like, 2 or 3 puzzles I actually had problems with, and I'm glad I didn't really take any hints. The only hint for this game was really the glow-in-the-dark, pipe, as it were, the glow-in-the-dark letters. It's hard to swallow for some through, and the style change and what wasn't necessary. I guess so. Like, I can see, like, people probably weren't too interested in the graphics, nor were people too interested in kind of, like, how everything looked, but I honestly didn't really mind it. Ah, nice. That's a good anagram. Cool. Anagrams. I feel like I gotta get better at them. But no, even with like the style change and everything, I still feel like it worked well. Like, if I had to say some things, I would say maybe a few more escape rooms with like a lot harder puzzles to figure out, like some that should have taken you like maybe an hour and a half to kind of figure and such, because that's the joy of a puzzle, right? Is you're given a puzzle and you like if you figure out an easy puzzle, you're just like, that was easy, whatever. But if you have a puzzle that takes you a lot of time to do, sure, you might get frustrated, sure, you might get like annoyed with it, but once you beat the puzzle, you feel so rewarded. At least that's what I feel with puzzles. Like, I've always wanted to do like a puzzle box or like the puzzle locks, like actual like real life puzzles. I know my roommate Halune has a few puzzles. I think he said one of them was like a binary puzzle. I love puzzles a lot, and even if it's frustrating for a time, even if it seems difficult, the idea that, let's say you spend an hour and a half, 2 hours on a puzzle, as soon as you do it, you might be annoyed like, oh, that took forever, but you feel rewarded afterwards. You're like, you know what, I didn't take any hints, I didn't know anything bad, I did it. And you just become, it feels good in my opinion. Oh, and Sean? Hitting the yellow button. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Chime. Still, I really like this game. I know probably in the beginning I was also worried that not many people would really like it because with how a lot of the games on the channel have been going and such. Zero Escape staff, nice. Thanks to support of our fans that this project was completed. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. Honestly, I had fun. This game also is one of those that... Oh, the final decision. Shifter and Zero Escape. Nice. So all after game stuff? I mean, maybe. Is there anything after game? What are we talking about after game? Like, are we talking like readings, or are we talking? Let me go back to the beginning. Step log belongs to interesting file menu. In the file menu, okay. I'll jump back in then. Why not? I don't know. I was annoyed with the freaking gold files last time. I'll jump to Apocalypse real quick. Jump back out. File. Post payoff. So those are cinemas. Game rules. That's a lot of stuff. Is it the post payoff stuff? I'm guessing? Oh. Not all of those are? Gotcha. Stuff. The other fine, post payoff. Baby Phi was indeed transported from 1904 to 2008, but a Phi also remained in 1904. Whatever happened to that Phi? Rumor is she became a brilliant scientist and worked at a research facility in the U.S. well into her hundreds. The facility was researching the transporter, and that's where the Phi from 1904 was sent. Carlos. The day is bright and clear. A girl in a white dress strolls along... I'll read this one. Along the beach, and the wind tossing her long blonde hair playfully. Up until a half a year ago, she had been confined to a bed. Carlos's eyes still tear up every time he sees her smile. Come on, Carlos. You don't really always have to help me. That's the point of my rehab. Oh, you're right. Sorry, Maria. Carlos brushes her hair out of her face. It's definitely not the summer sun that makes him act out of sorts. It's the fact that his sister is here standing before him. Maria grins up at him. What would Akane and Junpei say if they saw you being all fussy like this? It's fine. They understand how important you are to me. Both you and Junpei put your lives on the line. That was a different history, but going through that means we know how to treat reverie syndrome. I can't believe we have the ability to jump through space-time. I'm just glad you're able to control it now. It's all because Carlos made Akane and Junpei that Maria was able to recover. He wishes he could show them just how well she's doing. Gotcha. You're thinking about them right now, aren't you, Carlos? What makes you say that? Because you're smiling. Carlos closes his eyes as his unconscious smile turns fond. They're just about your age. It kind of feels like I gained a brother and another sister. You're going to their wedding, aren't you? Aww! Yeah, and you're coming with me. But there was something Carlos needs to do first, back when the three of them parted ways. I'll be waiting to hear word from you when you locate that terrorist. Carlos held his right hand out towards Akane and Junpei, and the other two grabbed onto it with their own. There were no way of knowing if Delta was telling the truth, but if he was, one fanatic would kill off all humanity. Akane and Junpei vowed to find this person, and Carlos offered to help. He can still feel the strong bond between the three of them, their hands clasped together tightly. I suppose I'd better get used to talking more before their wedding, huh? Holding her hair out of her face, Maria reaches out to her brother, who takes her hand in his, and they continue walking down the beach. The same blue sky above them stretches over her for friends Carlos knows he can rely on. Post payoff Akane and Junpei. Junpei sits upon a white sofa somewhere within the secret location of Crass Keys, the twiddling of pen and sighing. What else should I say? Laying on the table in front of him is a half-written letter. Suddenly Akane pops up behind him. What are you doing, Junpei? She playfully teases. Yeah! Junpei dives for the letter, but she snatches it from his fingers and begins reading. Let's see. Carlos, without you, Akane and I would have never gotten together. Thank you. Is this an invitation to the wedding? No, it's most definitely not. He makes a grab for the paper, but Akane quickly moves it out of his reach. It's just a progress report, Junpei mutters. Okay, yeah, I mentioned the wedding, but the date hasn't been set yet. I made a promise to you and your brother. We wouldn't get married until we dealt with the fanatic. Akane's face flushes bright red. She hastily hides her face behind the letter and goes back to reading it. I like nothing more than to get to the appraisal and blessing of our old friends and those of you we met 6 months ago. Eyes wide, Akane glances at Junpei. He avoids her gaze, awkwardly scratching the back of his head. Sparing friends with the word cabbage in Discord? Nice. Akane and Junpei 2. You know there's a history where I keep searching for you, even after I'm old and craggly. It still exists out there somewhere, and when I think of that, a sharp pain jolts through Junpei's face. Akane is pinching his cheek. Ow, that hurts. What are you doing? To prove to you that this isn't a dream. Akane giggles. You still can't believe we're together like this? Junpei shakes his head. You've changed a lot, Junpei. Half a year ago, you're never this honest. It's like, how do I want to describe it? Like a dream? Huh? Junpei leads in and quickly pinches Akane. Oh, now you've done it. She darts forward and goes after Junpei with both hands, getting in a pinch wherever she can, and Junpei does the same. Once they start laughing, it's hard to stop, and they can keep going until they're out of breath. I guess this is all thanks to Carlos, too. That's why I'm writing this thank you letter. Oh, on Akane's left hand, a ring glitters on her right ring finger. Nice. Sean, Eric, and Mira. Hey, Mira, how are you feeling? Are you lonely? Come on, Eric. You visited last week. Eric smiles wryly and reaches out to Mira with his left hand. Mira does the same, and their hands were matching silver rings align on either side of their plexiglass window. I brought a new guest to see you today. Eric shifts to the side and head pops into view. Hey, Mira, long time no see. It's Sean, right? Yep, I'm happy you remembered. Behind Mira, the sun is shining through the iron-barred window, lighting up the visitor room. It's been a long time, Sean. It's good to see you. The smile that appears on her face is real. Mira no longer needs to plaster on a fake one. When I heard you turned yourself in, I was really surprised too. Eric was the one who convinced me. He said I should pay for my sins so we should be together. So that's why you got married in jail. Eric ducks his head shyly. Are you sure you're okay with this? Mira asks. He looks at her in confusion. Mira turned herself in. Interesting. Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve your heart out in another history. Isn't that what you said, Sean? Yeah, you did. Eric looks Mira slightly in the eye. I've already told you a bunch of times. I forgive you, no matter what happens. Besides, you hadn't killed me in this history yet, right? Yet. Mira's lips twist wryly. But the Heart Rippers killed people already. So many. Sean, stop it. Eric turns angrily on Sean, and Mira's face falls into a frown, but Sean continues speaking. You turned yourself in, Mira, but that doesn't mean you paid for all the crimes you did. I doubt the family and friends that you were left behind would forgive you even if you were put on death row. There's no way you can clear your sins here. Mira grits her teeth. But there is a way to clear them. Well, not what you've already done, technically. You have to pay for those your whole life. That will never change. But maybe you can change in another universe. Suddenly, Sean's fist crashes through the plexiglass window. Mira jumps backward while Eric is frozen in shock. What are you... Eric can't even finish speaking before Sean moves, jumping through the broken window and kicks the outside wall of the visitor room, causing it to crumble and reveal a giant hole. An alarm immediately starts blaring and police officers rush into the room, but Sean darts forward and takes them all down in a blink of an eye. Oh my goodness. It's Eric's mom. Wow. Jeez. He holds his hand out to Mira's. Let's go. Go where? I know where the transporter is being stored. You're saying we should go change history? Eric finally stutters. Sean nods. To stop young Mira from committing murder. Mira, I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can clear your sins. Mira stares out through the hole in the wall at the horizon extended beyond. Sean just punched a hole in the wall. The robot with the round helmet on his head is named Sean. He has never been called anything other than that by those in the underground shelter. So I didn't know the cinemas actually had a whole bunch of things. Jeez. Decision game rules. Nice. Nice. Well, that's it. That's it. That's everything from Zero Time Dilemma. Oops. I'm going to save right here. Put out. That's going to be it. That is it for Zero Time Dilemma. I love this game. I will still say it that I like this game. I thought that how everything worked, how everything, all the puzzles, all the different timelines, all the questions got answered that I had answers for, or questions for rather. The VLR stuff got cleared up. Maybe there's like, sure, a few plot holes and such because of Akane being part of this now rather than not from VLR, but I definitely think this is my favorite game out of the Zero Escape series. I'd say that by a long shot. I like the characters. Carlos is easily my favorite. None of the characters were really not unlikable, right? Everybody had good traits. Up in ZT almost wasn't made. Yeah, exactly. But even still, like, I loved all the characters. All the characters were great. The scenes, even if it was gory, even though if it was like mature and such, it still gave you that tone that things were serious. Things need to be getting. It was a GG indeed, Butterfly. As for the next game that will be taking over Tuesday and Sunday spots, I'm gonna actually have Assassin's Creed take over that until we finish that, and that should be pretty much the gist of it. This is not, by the way, last thing, this is not the end of the Zero Escape series for this channel. This is not. I do have a few more things I want to do, because 999 and VLR, after playing them, it gave me an idea of something that I want to try out, but it's not going to be for some time. But there are a few more things I want to possibly do. We'll see. It involves videos, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, with all them technical hiccups aside, everything seems fine. There's going to be another stream possibly tonight, basically. So, hey, hello, Devian. Welcome to the stream. Well, we're actually, since the series is done now. Hey, not entirely right now, at least game-wise, yes. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I got to get going. I'm really late for what I have to do, but have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. My name's Katathi. I'll see you guys next time for more Variety Gaming. See you guys later. Peace.